Hi everyone, today I am going to tell you a short story about Lord Jagannath, and the name of the story is Raghu Das. So let me begin the story. There was a man who lived near the Lion Gate of Puri temple under a big umbrella, and his name was Raghu Das. He was a great devotee of Lord Ramachandra. One day he went inside the temple, and to his surprise, he saw Rama, Lakshmana, Sita on the altar of Lord Jagannath, Balabhadra and Subhadra. And then he was convinced that there was no difference between his Lord Rama and Jagannath. Then he gradually developed a friendly relationship with Lord Jagannath, and every day he visited the temple. Now one day he prepared a beautiful garland for Lord Jagannath. Then he took it and asked the head priest, means the Pujari ji, to offer that garland to Lord Jagannath. But the Pujari ji, he didn't accept his garland, saying that the string he made was made up of the bark of banana tree. That is why it cannot be accepted. So he felt very bad, and he felt also, his heart filled with sorrow, and he came back to his house. Then after the evening arti, all the pujaris, they do the Bada Sringara Vesa, means they dress up the deities, and that is called Bada Sringara Vesa, before going to the bed. This is a ritual which happened every day. So now, after they dressed up all the three deities, the pujaris tried to decorate the Lord's bodies with the flowers. But to his surprise, not a single flower remained on the body of Lord Jagannath. He tried again and again, but nothing had happened. Then once again, he tried, and when last time he felt, then all the pujaris, they thought that some offense might have done, because of which Lord Jagannath is not accepting the flowers. So for that reason, they didn't eat anything, and they slept there just to, that is called dharana, just to know what offense they had done. And at last Lord Jagannath came in the dream of the head pujari and said, "Oh pujari, why didn't you accept the garland of Raghu Das?" And he made it with so much love and devotion, and you denied to accept that. He felt sad, and the whole night he is crying without any food. And how do you think that I will accept your flower, and how can I go to bed and sleep peacefully? When my devotees are getting hot, then I am also getting hot. So I cannot sleep peacefully. Hearing this, the head pujari immediately told everything to the other pujaris. Then they all went to Raghu Das' house, and they saw that truly Raghu Das was sleeping on the ground and he was crying. Then the garland was kept in front of him. Then they asked, they told him everything what Lord Jagannath has said. Then Raghu Das said, "Oh, my Lord is so merciful. He personally asked pujaris to accept my flower." He became very happy, and then the pujaris took the garland and offered it to Jagannath. This is one incident. Then the other one, gradually Raghu Das one day felt sick. His health deteriorated so bad that at one point he couldn't get up from his bed, and he passed his stool on the bed itself. Then he couldn't do anything. That time, suddenly he saw a boy came to his house and he cleaned his bed, his body, and he just put the sandalwood paste on his body, and he did everything for him. He served him. Then, when Raghudas came to his sense, because that time he was so sick that he couldn't think anything. When he came to his sense, he could realize that this boy was no one but his Lord Jagannatha. So immediately he asked, "Oh Lord, why you are doing such a low service to me? And if you want, you could cure me. Instead of that, you are doing all this service for me." Then Lord Jagannath said, "Yes, you are right. If I want, I could cure you. But you have to go through the prarabdha karma." Means whatever you have done previously, that you have to suffer through that. That is why, and I want that you should suffer everything in this life so that at the end of your life, you will go to Vaikuntha. That is why I didn't cure you. Then Raghudas became very happy, and also Lord Jagannath said, "Oh Raghu, you can do anything for me. Do you think that I can't do anything for you? If my devotees do service for me, then I also get pleasure doing something for them." Then another example, this is the second one. Another short example is, one day Raghudas was sitting and usually he plays with Lord Jagannath. They became very friendly and they played every day. One day Lord Jagannath came to Raghudas and said, "Oh Raghu, let's go to King's garden. There I want to take steal some jackfruit." Then Raghudas said, "Oh Lord, if you want to eat some jackfruit, then I will bring a nice one. Why should we steal it from the king's garden?" Then Lord Jagannath smiled. He said, "Look, when I was a child, I was stealing the butter from other gopis' house, because you know that is the time when I enjoyed my childhood, and I want to feel the same feeling of my childhood days. That is why I want to steal, nothing else." Then, and you just remember, no jackfruit is impossible for me, but I want to do that just to experience my childhood days. Then Raghudas agreed and they both went to King's garden. It was night time. Then Lord Jagannath said, "Raghu, you climb up the tree and pluck the biggest one, and before throwing, you ask me whether I am ready or not. Then you throw it, and I will catch it." Raghu also agreed. Then they went and Raghu climbed up the tree. He plucked one jackfruit and then asked, "Are you ready?" And Lord Jagannath said, "Yes, I am ready. Throw it." When Raghu threw the jackfruit, that fell on the ground with a big sound and split open. There was no Jagannath. Then, hearing the big sound, the guards ran towards the jackfruit tree, and they saw that no one was there. When they looked up, they saw that Raghudas was sitting on the top of the tree. Immediately, they were very much surprised that why Raghudas was on the top of the tree. They all went to the king and informed him that Raghudas was sitting on the top of the tree at this night and stealing jackfruit. Immediately the king with his other guards came near the tree. Then when Raghudas got down from the tree, he explained, the king asked him, "Oh Raghu, what were you stealing?" if you could ask me, I could have given you lots of jackfruit. Why did you steal? Then Raghudas said, O king, O Lord, this is the proposal of Lord Jagannath. He wanted to experience his childhood days. And I didn't want to steal jackfruit. It was he who told me to do so. Then everybody laughed to their heart's content. Really, how Lord Jagannath or Lord Krishna wants to enjoy his childhood days. In one occasion in Rath Yatra, all the three deities were already on the chariot, and the people, they were ready to pull the chariot. The king came and he did his chera pahara as per the rituals. It was also finished. The only work was left to pull the rope. When all the thousands of people ready to pull the rope, at that time, whatever they tried, not a single inch even the chariot moved. Then at that time Angrezi Sahib was there. Then the Angrezi officer came and said, well, if the chariot is not moving by the human force, let us bring the elephants. He also used elephant to pull the rope, but whatever he did, the chariot didn't move at all. Then the Angrezi Sahib asked Raghudas, "You, Raghudas ji, do something. Your Lord is perfect, you are also perfect. What happened? Why the chariot is not moving?" Then Raghudas climbed up the chariot and said something on Lord Jagannath's ear. And the moment he finished his talk, the chariot started moving easily. Now the Angrezi Sahib once again said, "Yes, Raghudas ji, you are perfect and your Lord Jagannath is absolutely perfect." These are the short examples of a devotee, a true devotee. However, from this, Lord Jagannath has shown that he loves his devotees as the devotees pray him with their pure love and devotion. And actually he didn't teach you to steal anything. What he said about that, he loved his childhood days, and just for a teaching purpose and to experience his childhood days stealing butter from other gopis, that is why he asked Raghudas for stealing the jackfruit. Otherwise, everybody should remember that nothing is unavailable or impossible for Lord Jagannath. He could get millions of jackfruits without asking. That is what. Anyways, Raghudas was very much devoted to Lord Jagannath, and he always kept a very, very friendly relation with Jagannath only. Thank you so much. Once again, I will tell you another new story, and for the time being, thank you.